My name is Joseph Bradley here in Houston, Texas, and you probably found my page because you want to know how much do you really make with Uber? How much do you make with Uber, right? And it was interesting, about a year ago or so, I was actually wondering the same thing. I was looking for flexibility, looking for freedom, and Uber's jumped out at me because it's, it's taking the world by storm. It's all over the place. You see it in the movies, you see it on TV shows and on commercials. Uber is it. Uber is live. Matter of fact, I rode Uber when I was in Orlando at a conference. I took Uber everywhere. The prices were just so very, very fair. And so I said it would be pretty cool. I talked to the drivers, and some of them, they said, hey, I really like doing this because it's time freedom. I get to drive when I want to. And I thought about how awesome that would be to have something where I can just make money on my own terms, on my own time, flexibility, freedom. That's what it's all about. And so I asked the question, how much do you make with Uber, right? And so I got some numbers here just to help you out. The CEO actually said that you can make $90,000 a year driving with Uber X. And I'll say that's pretty good, right? That's a pretty fair deal. You driving around on your own terms, on your own time, your own schedule. You create it, $90,000 a year. That's pretty fair. That's a nice little trade-off. Get a chance to connect with people and all that stuff. So, but I did some more search and some more research rather. And then I saw that Business Insider actually sent some of their people out to randomly schedule rides with Uber, and they talked to some of the drivers. And the numbers the drivers gave out, they actually showed their paychecks, their stubs, and it wasn't anywhere close to $90,000 a year. In fact, some of them said that they make much less than just minimum wage. Minimum wage to $20 an hour. After you talk about the 20% that Uber takes off the top, also the 20% price cut that Uber put out there to make rides more reasonable to the people who don't know who Uber is, and then the 20% that they still take, the daily fuel costs, along with the car payments, the commercial insurance, and regular insurance, the registration, tires, maintenance costs, car washes, detail, all that stuff. See, because you have to wash your car every single day when you're driving with Uber. You can't just wash it once a week, once every other week, or nothing like that. You have to wash it every single day, detail it every single day, because it's all about having a very friendly, clean environment for your customers. It can't smell like anything loud, or it has to smell brand new, has to smell good. So that stuff costs. And so really, if you're going to it's an unreal number. $90,000 is an unreal number with Uber. That's one of the things I found out, right? You could, unless you're working 12 hours a day, 6 days a week with Uber, 12-hour days, 6 days a week with Uber, which is very, very, very untypical, or it's not typical. I'll say not typical. It's not typical at all, right? You would need to make $7,500 a month, $1,731 a week, and average about $24 an hour. That's if you're working 12 hours a week, or 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. That's not what most people are going to be doing, right? Especially when you have the cars that, various cars, you have all these other Uber drivers, right? And we're all vying for the same rides, we're vying for the same things. So those numbers don't add up. When you get down to, it's really $10 or 10-hour days, which is most likely 10 hours days, 5 to 6 days a week. And you would need to average about $45 to $50 an hour in order to make this $90,000, which is not going to happen, right? It's just not going to happen. 10 hours. So even then, you're coming home with about somewhere between $10,000 and $42,000 a year, right? Working 60 hours a week. That's not flexibility. That's not freedom. And so that wasn't something I was willing to do. After I looked at it, after I looked at the numbers and saw that what I was wanting was the freedom. I was wanting the time freedom. I was wanting the flexibility. I was wanting to be able to make my own schedule. Now, while you can make your own schedule, you would have to schedule yourself a whole lot in order to break even with Uber. And so that just wasn't something I was willing to do. And I found myself joining in with another venture. And so since you're on here and you're actually looking to see how much do you really make with Uber, how much do you make with Uber, then that kind of has me thinking that, you know, maybe you have your career options open. You probably are considering career options. So before you jump into anything that is going to cost you 60 hours a week of your time and only going to yield you very, very minimal wages and struggles and frustrations, maybe you should take a look at what it is that I'm doing on the internet. I have a business. I have some partners, some coaches, some mentors, and everything is so good. It's just laid out, very simple. It's not going to take you too much longer just to look at it. There is a form on the right or at the bottom of below, depending on which page you're looking at, that tells you to go ahead and just click it, get started, whatever it might say. Whatever it is, do that. If you find that it interests you, then fill in your information, get started with us. If you're looking for an extra $1,000 a month, an extra $2,000 a month, an extra $10,000 a month, whatever it is, we can meet your needs there, and you won't have to put a whole lot of wear and tear on your car. You won't have to spend hours and eons away from the things that matter, and you'll get the flexibility and the freedom that you're looking for with the income. All right? So I'm Joseph Bradley. Go ahead and do that, and I'll see you on the other side.